It's so weird. It's so weird how sometimes this thing like won't. It's just weird, right? It's just weird. Like I'll hit go live, go live, go live, go live, go live. I've got to hit it like 10 times and it won't go. It just won't go live. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it is, but it looks like we're live here now. Dude, one of the negatives, okay, I got to say, not a negative, but one of the unfortunate things about doing a show this early in the morning is that I don't have any production staff, right? It's just me, this guy right here. If things don't work, I'm like, why don't they work? I don't know the answer, but I do know the answer of how we're going to change the way you start your day and help you hit some massive, massive goals here in 2021. I do know the answer to that. We're going to talk about that here today on hashtag Rise and Grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Thursday, I think. Yeah, that's right. Today is Thursday. I've been running around on Clubhouse all the time. Can't even keep track of the days. Today is Thursday, January 7th, 2021. That's right. Thursday, January 7th, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Thursday, January 7th, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Glenn Lundy. I am the host of hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm also the creator of the hashtag Rise and Grind group on Facebook, where we have over 30,000 active members that are all enjoying nothing but motivation, education, and inspiration all day, every day, 24/7, right there on good old Facebook. Listen, welcome. This is episode number 782. If you can believe it. Think about that. 782 times we've showed up here. 5:30 a.m. Unless I was in Greece, then it was like a different time. Or when I was over in California, it was like 2:30 in the morning, right? But 782 times we've shown up here with some motivation, education, inspiration over the last 3 years. It's really been a gift. It's really been a blessing. I'm so thankful for all of you that have supported us, that have been able to make this happen, right? I'm so thankful that you turned a guy that's just like talking to himself in a room with no one else in it into a platform and a movement that's actually made a massive impact on this planet. But it all started 3 years ago yesterday. Just me in a closet, right? Like I was in a closet at my house. There was a water heater on the other side. This closet was 4 foot wide and 8 feet deep. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live first thing in the morning. I remember the lights being so bright in my face. I was like, what is that all about? It is way too bright for me to be up in here. I had no idea what to say. I was wiping the sleep away from my eyes. I had woken up like 5 minutes before the show. Now fast forward, I wake up 2.5 hours before the show to put in all the prep. But it started with just me in a closet, right? And in a way, and take it however you want. But I came out of the closet over time and was able to walk onto the stage. which is super, super cool, man. Since we started hashtag Rise and Grind, we've been able to do events all over the country, been able to share stages with some of the most amazing speakers on the planet. Eric Thomas, the #1 motivational speaker in the world, got to meet him, become dear friends. It's crazy, man. So from the closet to the stage to ultimately quitting my job as the general manager at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealership in the country. I quit my stinking job. Can you believe it? I was in the top spot, face of the dealership, making the money. My wife was pregnant, 9 months pregnant, ready to pop any second. And I quit my job. I've been able to move to this new studio that I love, this incredible studio here in Lexington. We've got 7 employees now, which is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. We've done interviews with amazing human beings like Grant Cardone and Ed Milet and multiple NFL players and just all kinds of amazing humans, right? Even my guy, Stephen Kuhn, who's over moderating in Clubhouse right now. He's been on hashtag Rise and Grind. So we've done interviews with just amazing superhumans, some of the biggest and brightest minds on the planet. We've done offline events like when we shut down the entire city of Paris, Kentucky, and did an outdoor summer event that was absolutely incredible. We created a clothing line with shirts and hats and hoodies and gym bags and beanies and scarves and all these other amazing things. And then my favorite part is we created something called hashtag Rise and Grind Offline, where we've been able to go out and make an impact on this planet in charitable ways, right? We've raised over $750,000 for charitable events over the last 3 years, $750,000. Life-altering events. We've come together as friends. We've come together as family. We've done so many things. Over 3 million views in the last 3 years of this incredible, incredible show. Tens of thousands of downloads of the podcast. And we've only been running the podcast for like 4 months, which is absolutely crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy. I've had 2 babies since this thing started, which is crazy. My wife and I were able to move into a new home. We've got a big old beautiful pond. We even had a duck race. When COVID first hit and they shut down the Kentucky Derby, we did the Kentucky Derby out there on our land, right? We even did that. And we were able to partner with 56 different car dealerships across the country to be able to help them change the way they start their day and ultimately change the culture in their dealerships. And then there's this guy right here. Some of you guys can't see it if you're watching on Clubhouse, but then there's the Rise and Grind Planner, right? The Rise and Grind Planner, which I had no idea a planner could make such a massive impact in my life and the life of others. The Rise and Grind Planner, we've now sold over 10,000 of these planners around the world. And the best part about the planner is on the top of every single page, there is a quote that is submitted by a Rise and Grind member. That's what I love about it. So, for example, this morning when I woke up and I wrote down my gratitude and my goals, the things that I was thankful for, I was able to see a quote from my friend Ray Allday, who I actually went to school with all the way back in Flagstaff, Arizona a long time ago. And the quote at the top says, "Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself." Which is exactly the way he would say it. So I woke up this morning, I read that, I said, "Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself." That's what I'm talking about. You ain't going to see that quote in any other planner all around the world, right? And that planner, man, it's just been crazy the way it's gotten in the hands of people in different countries. Like, it's insane. So here on this show, we've danced, we've cried. I've been caught crying a couple times, actually. We've danced, we've cried, we've laughed, and most of us have survived. There have been members of the Rise and Grind crew that we've lost, unfortunately. We've bonded through fitness and challenges. We've bonded through finances and helping each other, get a leg up when we were down. We've become friends and ultimately even family. There's been marriages that have happened in the group, and there's been meetups and friends and relationships and ways that we've connected. And there's even been a few days, admittedly, I probably shouldn't say this, but there's actually been a couple days where I was late Just a couple. The people that are watching the replay, they didn't know. The people that were watching live, they knew. But there's been just a couple. I can't tell, maybe a handful, maybe 2 handfuls over the last 3 years. But there's a couple times that I was late and you guys were playing Where's Waldo looking for me all over the place, right? And I have said good morning, good morning, good morning at least 80,000 times. At least, because I go back and say good morning to all the people in the feed. Right now, there's 245 people watching live over on Facebook. Plus, we got another 100 and something over here in the clubhouse. And I'll go back and say good morning to all of them. So at least 80,000 good mornings over these 3 years. Can you believe that? We even have a coffee line, and from what I hear, this coffee's absolutely delicious. I don't even drink coffee, but I own a coffee line because you guys love your coffee, right? So we've got a coffee line straight out of Honduras, all organic, all that good stuff, right? It's been incredible. So many incredible things. And I am beyond grateful for the impact that you have had helping make this show and the way that it's impacted my family. Like, I am just so grateful for you. Like, literally from the bottom of my heart, whether this is the first time you've joined us for an episode or whether you've been here since episode 1, 782 episodes ago, I just want you to know how grateful I am for you. You've helped me to live a life that is so far beyond what I ever could have imagined back in the days when I was homeless and hopeless and felt like an invisible human, that no one would say my name. No one would make eye contact with me. But now here we are, and you've become such an important part of my life. So I wanted to start today with gratitude. Gratitude, by definition, means the quality of being thankful. Readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. I also want to lean into a little bit today to talk about goals. Goals, by definition, is the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result. You see, put these two together, and this is step 3 of the morning 5. What I believe is the most powerful morning routine out there, one that taps into mind, body, and spirit. And so we're going to talk more about that here today on hashtag Rise and Grind. But first, you know what we got to do. For those of you that are watching over here on Facebook, we're going to do a little dancing. I'm going to drop some music in here. We're going to do some dancing. We haven't figured out how to do that yet over on the clubhouse side. And maybe my text message with me right now might not be able to do it over here. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to do some dancing over here on the Facebook side. And for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, whether you're hanging out over in Clubhouse, maybe you're listening to the podcast or you're over on YouTube, say what's up. And I will say what's up back. You better believe that. Good morning, Rita Kurdock. How are you this morning? Mr. John Coltonborn's up in here. Gosh, that bass line is deep. What's up, Angela? How you doing, Janelle? What's up, Sean Jones? Kim Fair's up in here. AJ Anderson, Ray Hatcher. Let's go. Let's get the energy up in this place. Tina Bacon, how are you this morning? Vicky Everett, Tisha White, Krista Bug, Michelle Phillips. Listen, if you're on the Peloton, I need you to ride a little bit harder. If you're out there running right now, I need you to run a little bit harder. If you're in the house and you was laying in bed thinking you were just going to sit back and enjoy this, not no more, I need you to get up and get that body in motion. Let's go. Over here on Clubhouse, I see my girl Casey in Australia. What's up, Gunny? Barbara's up in here. Mercedes, Angie, Erica, Aaron. We've got Janelle, Joy, the Blind. My guy, I forgot his first name. I got to look him up. There he is, L.A. Williams. That guy's powerful, man. What's up, John James? I see John, another John. We got Matt, we got Tiffany, we got Laura, we got Lillian, we got Rick, we got Ray Hatcher up in the house. Tina Bacon, did I already say you? I'll say you twice. What's up, Sarah Ball? How you doing, Simona Holloway? Miss Liza Myers-Borges, Scott Simons up in the house this morning, and the crew over at CMA. What's up, Mike Stevens? We got Tina Zimmerman is in the house. Melvin Rodriguez, Kevin Milnerek. How are those girls doing, buddy? You got the most beautiful daughters on the planet, man. How are they doing? I hope they are doing so well. Listen, check it out, man. If you haven't done so already, if you're new to the show and you haven't checked it out, I need you to go to themorning5.com. That's right. Go to themorning5.com because right now we're doing something called the 67-day challenge. 67 days. If you can do the 5 steps to an extraordinary life, don't hit that snooze button. Don't touch your phone. Write down your gratitude and goals. Take care of yourself physically and send out an encouraging message. If you think you can do those 5 things every single day for 67 days and make a post about them on social media, you do it and I will give you all kinds of free stuff. I'll give you a free t-shirt. I'll give you a free hat. I'll give you a tumbler because I'll put my money where my mouth is. I believe the powerful morning routine will make a massive impact in your life. And that is my mission, is to change the way you start your day. So go to themorning5.com. You can learn more about that challenge. And I would absolutely love to connect with you there if you get that opportunity. Let's dive into today's episode of #RiseAndGrind. In case you missed it, I'm going to drop it on you one more time. The definition of gratitude. This is the quality of being thankful and a readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. There's all kinds of quotes out there about gratitude. If you just type in quotes of gratitude in Google, you'll find thousands of them. Some of my favorite is gratitude turns what we have into enough. Another one that I love says, gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. I love that, dude. Let that one sit in, right? I love that one. Another one that I love says, gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. You open the door through gratitude. Dude, gratitude has the power to transform your frequency, to completely shift your energy, to shift your power, to take you to superhuman levels. I know it sounds foo-foo. I know it's like all silly and you got to have a positive attitude and you've heard that a million times, but listen to me this morning. Listen to me in a way you've never listened before. Because I know a lot of human beings. There's a lot of people in my circles. There's a lot of people that I coach. There's a lot of things that I see and a lot of things that I listen to. And there are a lot of people that are lacking in gratitude. Now, I'm not saying that's you. You're an early riser. You're a rising grinder. But there are people out there that are lacking gratitude. My guess is if you looked left or you looked right, you could probably think of or recognize someone who could use a little bit more gratitude in their life. Am I right? So here, I want you to do something with me this morning, if you would, please. And if people are looking at you like you're kind of weird already, don't worry. They're just going to do a little bit more of that. So here's what I want you to do with me this morning. I want you to close your eyes. Now, close your eyes, but don't fall asleep, all right? I know it's a little early, but I want you to close your eyes. If you're running or something like that, it might be good if you hold off for a second on the running thing. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes. If you're driving, don't participate or, pull over or something like that. But I want you to close your eyes. And once your eyes are closed, I want you to imagine your favorite human. Who's your favorite person in your entire life? Someone who's just always made you feel special. Someone who's made you feel so important. Someone who's made you feel like you're the only one in the room. Someone who you just light up whenever they're around. I want you to imagine that person real quick. Keep your eyes closed and just imagine that the two of you and your favorite person, you guys are smiling and you're talking. You're in your favorite environment, wherever that is. Maybe you're on a beach, or maybe you're out hiking in the woods. Maybe you're traveling from city to city in some foreign land. Whatever it is, I just want you to imagine for a second that person laughing. Imagine that person laughing and the two of you are together somewhere happy. Maybe it's a cruise. Maybe it's a loved one that you've missed for a while. I just want you to feel that for a second. Really, truly allow yourself to feel that energy that comes from a place of gratitude. You see, you should notice right now in your posture, if you start to inflect inside, is that the right word? Inflect? If you start to feel inside, like recognize, get present with where you are, notice your posture. And what you're going to notice about your posture is that you're probably open, kind of standing a little bit taller. If you were standing, your shoulders are rolled back a little bit. If you were sitting, you're more alert, you're smiling, you're hopeful even, right? You're hopeful. And you see, my friends, that's the power of gratitude. It can literally transform you into a high vibrational state of confidence versus the hunched over, anxiety-riddled state that many people were in yesterday, looking at their phones, looking at their social media, looking at the unrest that was going on in this country. Can you feel the difference? Did you feel yourself shift just now as I took you from a place of gratitude with your favorite human to shifting over to the unrest in this country? Could you feel it? You see, listen to me. You have to understand something, my friend. You are energy. And here's the thing about energy. Energy cannot be created, nor does energy dissipate. It never goes away. Energy can only be converted. That's it. It can only be converted. That's why we have windmills, right? A windmill captures the wind, converts it into energy, which we then use for electricity. So when we come from this place of gratitude, right, we start off step 3 of the morning 5 by writing down the things that we're thankful for. You're literally shifting your energy to a powerful frequency, one that has your shoulders up high, that puts you into a confident state. And now I want you to lean into your goals. There's a reason that step 3 is gratitude and goals. Sounds like 2 steps, but I believe it's really 1. If you do goals without gratitude, it can actually make you feel less than. It can shift you into a negative state. But when we do gratitude first, roll those shoulders back, now we can stretch for the things that we want in life. So we're going to take this positive energy and we're going to convert it through the power of a pencil or a pen. I know you young people are like, what? What's a pencil? What's a pen? I want you to convert it. You need to write down your goals. Hear me on this, folks. Take it from a wiser, not so old man. You need to write these things down. Don't type them out. Write them down, because we want to convert that energy into those words. So a goal by definition says the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or a desired result. And science has actually shown us that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down on a regular basis. It has everything to do with how our brains work. When you write these things down, you're activating both parts of your brain, the imaginative right hemisphere and the logic-based left hemisphere. You got to write this stuff down, my friends. Now, some of you might say, well, Glenn, how do I write a goal? And I'm going to give you 5 quick steps, 5 quick ways that you have to include when writing a goal to make sure it's most effective. Step 1 is simply this. I want you to write your goals as I am statements. Not I can or I will or I want to, but I am. I want you to start every one of your goals with I am. If you have a goal to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world, I want you to say, I am the host of the #1 most watched morning show in the world. even though that's not true today, by using those words, I am, probably two of the most powerful words in the English language. It empowers you in such an incredible way. Go ahead, say it right now. Yell it out. Say, I am, whatever that thing is that you want. I am an amazing husband and father. I am financially free, right? When you yell out the words, I am, that energy that it converts, it shifts your frequency into a positive place. It makes you a superhuman. Breaks you out of your coma, your slumber. Wakes you up. Step number 2, when you're writing a goal, is your goals must be very specific. Don't just say, I am happy. All right? I don't want you to be happy. What makes you happy? I am the owner of the new McLaren F1. If McLaren F1s make you happy, then map that sucker out. Get a picture of it. Stick it on your vision board. You have to be incredibly specific when it comes to goals. It's kind of like, think about like Aladdin, right? When you ask the genie, when Aladdin asks the genie, or any of those stories you've told with the 3 wishes, any of the jokes you've heard, when people don't ask specifically, they don't get what they really want. They end up somewhere they didn't want to go. So step 1 is I need you to use I am statements. Step 2 is I need you to be very specific with your goals. Step 3 is I need you to connect it to time. There's absolutely no purpose of having a goal or a destination if we don't have an idea of when we want to get there. If you say, hey, I want to be financially free one day. Well, when you're 98 years old, you might win the lottery and have a heart attack the next day. Isn't it ironic, right? Alanis Morissette, for those of you that are as old as me. You want to make sure that you set a time on there, a very specific time. Do you want to hit this goal today, this week, this month, this year? I had a goal of being debt-free by the time I was 43 years old, and you better believe I fought hard to make that happen. My 43rd birthday was a week ago, or just 10 days ago, and on that the day before my 43rd, I went through and paid off the last of my debt to make sure that I hit that goal. But if I didn't have a time attached to it, who knows what it'd be looking like today. So make sure you connect it to time. Number 4 is you need that goal to stretch you just out of reach. Too many times I see people that are setting goals that they believe that they can achieve. And what I need you to do is I need you to take the goal that you believe, you just know, like, I can hit that. I can get that. I need you to stretch it out a little bit further. When somebody says, do you think you can do it? I want you to say, yeah, but I want you to hesitate. I don't want you to write a goal that somebody says, do you think you're going to hit it? And you're like, yeah, I got this, no problem. I need you to stretch yourself a little bit out of your comfort zones. The only thing that's going to create some change in your life is if you start to reach for things that you've never reached for before. And number 5, the last little trick that'll give you when it comes to writing goals, even though I told you to write goals that you're not even sure you can reach, I want you to ultimately believe that you can do it. Because I believe that you can do it. You see, I believe in you because I know something about you. Something about you that you may not even know. But see, I know that you have greatness in you. I know that there's greatness in you, and I know that the greatness that is in you was implanted in you by design. I know that your uniqueness, your gifts, and your skills, I know that you have everything it takes to achieve any dream or goal that you desire. I know that about you. Because see, you, my friend, are my brother. You are my sister. You see, I believe that we are children of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average version, not a little bit below average, not a little bit above, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And so in order for you to tap into that best version, I need you to understand that if you change the way you start your day and you make sure you fill your mind, your body, and spirit, you start every day with gratitude, and you lean into your goals using I am statements, being very specific, making sure that there's a time attached to it, stretching just beyond your reach, and believing that you have what it takes to make it happen. I believe that you will. Because see, you, my friend, I love you, man. I love you for who you are, and I love you for the potential of who you can be. So if nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. Listen, get out there and kill it today. Have an amazing day, over the top day, one of those incredibly memorable days where you look back and you go, you know what? January 7th, 2021 was that day. That was the day that everything changed. That's the day that I hope you have today. If you want to dive in and talk a little bit more, you can head over to the Clubhouse app. We're going to be hanging out on the Clubhouse app in a new program. Rise and Grind presents Breakfast with Champions. And Breakfast with Champions is your opportunity to get a seat at the table with some of the most successful humans on the planet. We'll be running over there for the next 4 hours from 6 a.m. Eastern until 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you join us over on that platform. You can ask questions, Q&A. You and I can connect on a deeper level. I'd love to see you there. If that's not for you, you can head over to GlennLundy.com. You can catch some more videos. If you need some more motivation, education, inspiration, there's 782 of them up there. Pick your poison, right? You can find as much of it as you possibly want. But most important, just go out, have an amazing day, and I hope I'll see you again here tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do this all over again. You better believe that on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have a great day, my friends. That's right, Julio, my man. See y'all.
I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning. And I'ma wake the world, is so alarming. I hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind, 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 good morning, don't stop, good morning, get it, good morning, don't stop, get it, good morning, don't stop, good morning, get it, good morning, don't stop, get it, hashtag rise and grind, let's go, let's get it, let's go, let's go. Hashtag rise and grind. 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 Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody in the land. Make them all get up and turn the volume up and dance. I'm up like a rooster about my future. Better get used to the routine. I ain't sleep, I'm living the dream. Feeling like I can do anything. Cause this is God's plan. I wake up, I thank the man. Brush my teeth and wash my hands. Then I get back to the grind. Got victory on my mind. Success and dollar signs. Now open all the blinds so they can't block my shine. Cause I am the light. Amen. Going platinum with this anthem for the AM. It take passion, massive action, dedication. We the champions, so it's a celebration. This is our time and that's for sure. Every day we grinding, that's for sure. If you's a hitter like Josh, oh, lock in with Glenn and tell a friend and let him know. We hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. Grind, grind, hashtag rise and grind, 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 hashtag rise and grind, 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 hashtag rise and grind, 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 nation, hashtag rise and grind. Waking up the nation.
To make people feel special, because you're enough, man. I'm telling you, you're already enough. A child of God, uniquely made, the God of the universe. Can you believe it? The God that made everything.